I'm from the iScrap app, and today is Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020. We hope that everyone is doing well, staying busy, and scrapping often. If you have catalytic converters, don't forget rrcats.com, where you can send serial numbers of your catalytic converters so you can get them quoted, and you can check out some of the Google reviews that Rockaway Recycling and the team have, just to give you a little more security about the market and know that you're going to get paid when you ship your cats out. What we also want to talk about: download the iScrap app. Whether you have an iPhone, a Droid, either of those things, you can have the iScrap app on your phone, get notifications about multiple things: markets up, markets down, new articles that come out, video tutorials. Why not learn more about scrap and have notification pushed to you, a notification where you don't actually just swipe it off your screen, you actually want to touch it, because it will help you make more money. Think about how many notifications you get every day that you just swipe away, clear away, clear away. Let us help you make some more money through iScrap. So subscribe to that. But we want to answer some of your questions. So if you have any questions during our weekly report right now, feel free to ask them. Let's jump right into the copper prices. With copper trading over $3 per pound on the trading level consecutively for all of the last 4 or 5 days, we are very excited to see this. Not only does it show consumer confidence, it shows a need for the metals. A need for copper is what we want to be able to see, because that's going to be able to give us more materials coming in. You're going to have more higher prices. But while we're talking about copper and higher prices, it doesn't always go hand in hand without a couple of caveats. Now, people have asked us why some of the copper prices have increased, and we've done some research to give you a little insight. The Chinese have had much tighter restrictions over the last year and a half on their copper imports. Now, taking less low-grade copper items like insulated copper wire or CBM, copper-bearing material, into their country, they wanted to eliminate a lot of the trash. Now, while that has worked successfully, at the same time, it's hindered them during this pandemic because there's not a lot of imports or exports out there right now. And with that, they are struggling to get more material in, trying not to use some of the accumulated stock and new ingots that they've been able to form over the last few years, and that's part of the reason the copper prices have jumped up. Now, in the same breath, we have a very important thing that we haven't really touched on, but we want to bring up today. That is the amount of money that the U.S. government printed over the last 6 months, trillions of dollars with a T, on top of the billions, if not trillions of dollars that other countries have also printed and injected into the market. Now, with those injections of money, you might say, Tom, what does that have to do with the copper or other metal prices? Let's take gold, for instance. Gold hit all-time record highs a couple of weeks ago. We've seen it hovering around $2,000 an ounce. Well, is that a real $2,000 an ounce? Or is it a bit of a fabricated and inflated number due to the amount of money that was pushed into the economy? Now, with the amount of money that was printed, deposited, and sent out, whether it was in direct payments, PPP, the additional unemployment, all of those different things, the money is still into the economy and moving around, which has technically made the dollar in your pocket cheaper than it was 6 months ago. So with the amount of money that's been printed, some of these prices that have gone up and risen over $3 per pound, $2,000 per ounce, as well as some of the palladium, platinum, and rhodium prices jumping so high. They are real numbers, but they are technically a little inflated, which causes a little concern moving into next year when we have hopefully a solution to the virus. We have therapies that are out there and more consumer confidence as people return to work and the jobs that were eliminated get created again. But all of these things contribute to these different metal prices. So yes, $3 per pound trading was a nice number to see, but it's not the real number that we are really looking for. We are looking for stability and a way to pay down the massive amount of debt that has now been accumulated in the United States and the world for that matter, and those things are going to affect a lot of the metal prices moving forward. Now, on the non-ferrous side of things, while we're talking about copper and other non-ferrous items, aluminum has finally seen a price increase, 1 to 3 cents per pound. A couple of reasons that we'd like to touch on. One, some of the tariffs that were implemented on the Canadians. That will definitely affect the market because they're going to be paying more to get the aluminum back in. Plus, less of it's getting exported. Manufacturing has picked up 3 months in a row, which is a very positive sign for multiple reasons. Number one, that means more people are going back to work. Number two, that means more metal is being consumed. Number three, that means more metal is needed to create new products. Number four, those new products that are created are going to be going out into the market and hopefully replacing another one, and that one that's getting replaced becomes scrap. And the cycle continues. Long story short, aluminum up 1 to 3 cents a pound. Sheet aluminum prices 20, 24 cents a pound. That's your generic pricing right now. Copper, regular stripped bare bright right now, we see an average 222, 225. Here in Rockaway, New Jersey, we're paying $2.70 a pound today, September 2nd, but those markets constantly change, and we do update those national averages through all of our reported pricing across the country and Canada every single day. So you'll see up and down and sideways arrows giving you a better idea on what's going on with and inside of the markets. On the ferrous side of things, the iron and steel markets have increased recently, and we've seen those prices jumping another $5 to $10 per ton over the last 2 weeks, which is another positive sign. Now, we did see the hurricane hit down in the Louisiana area, which has a big disruption on some of the oil outputs. Those oil output disruptions have caused a bit of a price reduction, but we're looking at the market trying to see how that's going to react and affect some of the steel prices. There's just a lot of things going on right now, not to mention we got like 2 months until the presidential election takes place. So lots of things to gear up for, get ready for, and see what happens over the next 60 to 70 days. It's going to be a very exciting period of time as more people go back to work, as metal prices increase and hopefully stabilize, and you continue to tune into our weekly reports. Now, don't forget, when you download that iScrap app to your phone, your Droid, those notifications that come in will help you make more money. But don't get us wrong, if there's something else that you want us to give you, a blog, a video, a new metal, a different price, you let us know and we'll start spitting some of those things out to you and giving you a little more information to help you make more money with your scrap. Now, over the last week, we have seen these steel prices go up. Like I said, $5 to $15 per ton. Aluminum up 1 to 3 cents per pound. Copper prices for bare bright, number one tubing, number two, up on average about 7 cents per pound. Insulated copper wire, THHN, Romex, those type of items, up 3 to 6 cents a pound depending on the grade and, of course, your location. If you are not happy with the scrapyard that you're dealing with or feel like you're getting a raw end of a deal and you want to be able to make more money, that's why iScrap exists. A, to show you national price averages. B, to show you where else you can sell your scrap. C, to help teach you more about your scrap metal and let us know what we can do to help you make more money today. Guys, this is Tom from the iScrap app. Today is Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020. Every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we'd like to do our live session. We love your questions. We love giving you answers. And we love being challenged to the extent that we have to work harder to find the information to get you more information, make you more money, and help you learn more about scrap. Until next week, stay safe, stay healthy, happy Labor Day, and I'll scrap you later.